Hiya, it's the 18th of January, and this beer a day in January 2022 is kind of going off schedule a bit. I'm only on beer number 15, so I've got a bit of catching up to do. So I'm just going to try and rattle through a few today and try and catch up. I'm getting real beer fatigue, and this trying to set up the right camera angle, and it's just. I have had a beer every day. I've just not filmed myself, or I've tried to film myself in a pub, and it's just been too noisy, or the pub's been too quiet, so I've been a bit self-conscious and whispering, and it doesn't really work very well. So beer number 15 is 18th of January. Beer number 15, and it is another Fierce Brewery beer called Cranachan Killer. Raspberry Pale Ale is 4.5%. I got it from Great Grog again, and this is the second beer by Fierce that I've reviewed. I reviewed the Naga Viper Chili beer, alongside the collaboration Singularity Hot Sauce collaboration. It's on the page. It's one of the previous videos on the page if you want to have a look. And that was hot. That was really good. A really spicy kick to that beer, but pleasant. So this is Cranachan. Actually, I don't think I've ever had Cranachan before. Like a Scottish dessert, and it's a raspberry beer. So anyway, let's have a quick sniff. Very raspberry. So as it says in the tin, it's raspberry pale. It's very raspberry. I mean, that's it. It smells like a raspberry beer. It reminds me of is it the Belgian beer you get? It's in the bottle, the paper around it. Or is that a cherry beer? Oh no, there's a raspberry beer. There is a raspberry beer. Maybe it's German or Belgian. But it reminds me a lot of that. It's like a raspberry fruit beer, which essentially that's what it is. Well, very raspberry, very juicy raspberry. It's got a sour. Actually, it's closer to a sour beer, I think. Closer to a sour beer than it is a pale ale. But there is that kind of cleaner finish you're getting rather than the, draw your cheeks and sour beer vibe. So I can see how they've called it a pale ale, but maybe if it was slightly more hoppy as well, I would think it was more of a pale ale. But to me, this is just a really good raspberry beer. Well, if you're in the mood for a nice, refreshing raspberry beer, clean, refreshing raspberry beer, I suppose it's got that quite creaminess at the end as well, actually. Maybe that reminds you of the dessert. Yeah, it's good. Good solid raspberry beer. I can't remember how much this cost, but don't know. I can't remember. I really need to check these things before start doing these reviews, but I don't know how much it was, £2.60 or something like that. So ratings wise, I think if you're in the mood for a raspberry beer, nice refreshing, probably summer drink rather than depths of January. But yeah, decent beer, refreshing, nice, fruity. Yeah, I would give it about 68, I think, 68. I'll maybe get it again if I'm in the Fierce bar. Good brewery, good bars as well. So yeah, all right, thanks.